Alrighty, looks like we're live. We are live for the Weekend Warrior Workout with the FTF logo printed large on my chest. But today, it is the Weekend Warrior Workout. It's the weekend, and I am going to work out a little bit later. But today we're switching it up. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about something, because something we've noticed is that there's not a large chunk of engagement on these workout videos. We know that some of you really appreciate them, but it seems that our time could be spent more useful if we were to jump on here, answer some questions, and give you guys some tips and tricks, talk about diabetes, talk about life. We can still talk about workouts and talk about nutrition and all that, but we figured if we're here to talk about it, we can answer your questions during the live videos, as well as in the comments. So today, instead of the workout, I'll be chatting with you guys about community, about this invisible disease and how that affects our lives, because in my opinion this is more useful than what we usually do with the workouts. I will still be working out, so if you guys want to see the workout, I'll be posting that probably on the Instagram today. So check out our Instagram at FTF Warrior, give it a follow, and you'll be able to check out what we're doing in the gym. But for those of us with diabetes, I'm sure you've heard this term before. It is and tends to be an invisible disease. Now, what do I mean by invisible disease? Invisible could mean one of two things, in my opinion. One is that sometimes we forget about it because it's not something that we visibly see. It's not like we're missing an organ, or, I mean, we have a non-functioning organ, but it's a little different than if you were blind, let's say. And so because of that, sometimes it's harder to take control of your diabetes because we don't see the consequences necessarily right away. It takes many years of uncontrolled diabetes to see these bad consequences, like losing a limb or many of the other things that we don't need to talk about because it's sad. But that's definitely a struggle for a lot of diabetics, and I know for me, initially when I was diagnosed, something that I had a hard time with was caring about controlling my diabetes, because in my mind it was something that even if I didn't take control of it today, it wasn't really going to matter, in my opinion, when I was first diagnosed. It's not true. But I was told it would take many, many years before I would see any complications if I didn't take care of myself. And so in my mind I thought, okay, I've got at least 5 to 10 years where I can party and not really pay attention to my diabetes. I can pretend that I'm still normal. I'll still take my insulin, but I was not the most responsible diabetic. And I think largely that is due to the fact that it was invisible to me. I didn't see any consequences. If I didn't check my blood sugar when it was high, then I didn't know it was high. And high blood sugar does damage your body, especially over time. So they were correct in saying that. But that led me into kind of a destructive path where I wasn't taking control of my diabetes because it wasn't visible to me. So that's one side of the invisible disease. The other side of the invisible disease is that diabetes is invisible to others. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you go out, let's say, go out for a walk, are people going to know that you have diabetes? No, not at all. The only way they will know is if they see your CGM. I got mine on right there. Or they see your pump. Got mine on right there. But not everybody wears a pump. Not everybody wears a CGM. Not everybody wears things that help them manage their diabetes. And so sometimes it truly is invisible. Again, when I was first diagnosed, I was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed about my disease, about my diabetes, about being different. I felt like I was honestly less than my surrounding friends and family because I had this disease, and I felt defined by it. So whenever I had to inject, when it came time to eat, I would scurry off into the bathroom, go hide myself in a stall, and I would inject my insulin there. I'd test my blood sugar in private. I would inject my insulin in private. I kept my disease to myself because I was scared to be seen differently. And in a sense, that was my other version of the invisible disease. So what we can fall into the trap we can fall into is both hiding this disease from others and therefore making it invisible, or also letting ourselves pretend it does not exist because the disease and the complications that can arise seem invisible and or far off. So our responsibility today is to take control of our diabetes and stop ignoring it, stop trying to hide it. We don't want this to be an invisible disease. We want to bring awareness to this disease. We want people to know what to do if something goes wrong. We want to know ourselves how to better take control of it. We want stable blood sugars. I know everybody's after stable blood sugars, and it's something that sometimes can seem nearly impossible to attain. Stable blood sugars, they can feel almost like this thing that's always just out of reach. You're reaching for it, you almost have it, and then you miss it. Okay, I'll do the same thing tomorrow. You do the exact same thing the next day. Eat the same foods, same sleeping schedule, same exercises, and your blood sugars are completely different. Why? Most of the time, who knows? And there are a number of variables that we can measure, we can document, and we can control, but even when you maintain everything perfect, it's still difficult to maintain those perfect blood sugars because there are so many variables. Some of them we cannot control. So, takeaway from today, and I want you guys to understand, is that it is an invisible disease in the sense that people don't necessarily see our struggles. They don't see the high blood sugars, the low blood sugars, the dietary choices and restrictions that we have to put ourselves through, the exercise regimens. They don't see most of that. But my encouragement to you is to let them see a little bit of it. Let them see some struggles that you go through. Pick someone in your family, someone close to you, a friend, a coworker, somebody you can share your struggles with. Just give them a little taste, and I assure you they will respond with support. People want to know how they can help you. People want to know what you're going through. Now, a stranger might not react that way. So if you go up to a stranger and start talking to them about your diabetes and, oh man, my blood sugar was at 300 today, and I just wanted to have that cupcake, this stranger is not going to know what to say to you. They don't care, unfortunately. But you have friends and family. You have people who support you and who want to help keep you accountable. Someone that can go alongside of you in this journey. And if you could reach out to those people into your community and find someone who can support you, who you can talk to about your diabetic struggles and your victories. It's important to share the victories. Talk about the good stuff too. Then you are more likely to take better control of your diabetes and to succeed. This is a difficult thing, and it's even more difficult to go through it alone. Now, if you are one of the lucky, it's tough to say lucky ones, but if you're one of the lucky ones that has a diabetic friend or a diabetic family member, it makes it a lot easier to talk with them because they understand your struggles 10 times more than anybody else ever will, right? I have a sister, she's also a type 1 diabetic, and we chat all the time about different strategies and what we can do with foods and how this food affected us, and then that workout dropped me, but I was able to stabilize my blood sugars. And having someone in that community that understands your struggles and your victories and how important something as trivial as blood sugars can be is something that doesn't seem very important to the average person. This person gets it. They get you. And so with this disease being so invisible to the general public, it's important to remember that you do have a community. You have an amazing group of diabetics across the internet as well as across the world. And if you are lucky enough to have someone else that goes through this with you, a friend or a family member who also has diabetes, take advantage of that. Make sure that you are both encouraging to them and open with them about your struggles and victories. Let them know how they can better help you and encourage you, and make sure you're returning the favor. You're encouraging and supporting them as well. Now, if you don't have that in-person community, I want to let you guys know and invite you to my online community. So we've created a group both for just simply support, as well as a group for support within a program where diabetics can jump online and share their struggles, share their victories, and share just what's going on in their life, what makes life difficult, this invisible disease that we're all going through. We feel like we're going through it alone, but we're not. So if you guys want, I will link up in the comments 2 of those groups. One of them is a support group just to go on and vent, to chat, to say what's going on in your life today, your frustrations, your victories. The other group is a private group through our company, FTF Warrior, where we offer coaching in addition to the support. Now, we help coach you through nutrition, through fitness, through mindset, and diabetic education. We created this group with the sole intention of helping the diabetic community both maintain their health, improve their health, and maintain and improve their community as well, because we don't want anyone to have to go through this alone. It's difficult enough already as it is. We want to make it a little bit easier through education and community and support. So if you guys are interested in that, I will drop the comment below. If you're watching this live, watch the replay, or leave me a comment and I will personally reach out to you. I am here for you guys. I want to answer your questions. I want to get you guys back on track, help you out. I'm here as your diabetic health coach. And if you guys want to jump on a call, I am here for you. This whole weekend I'll be answering phone calls. You can speak with me personally. And if you want to set up that phone call consultation, go ahead and message us in Facebook Messenger, and I will personally reach out to you and we'll set up a consultation call. We can go over what you guys' struggles are, what we can do to change your life for the better, some different small adjustments in nutrition and fitness, whatever it might be, so that we can help get your life back on track and help you to reach your goals. That's it for today. This is technically my Weekend Warrior workout, though I'll be doing my workout in just a bit and filming that for Instagram. So make sure to message us on Facebook if you guys are interested in that phone call and the program and the groups, and I will drop the links below as well. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and keep up the fight.